Hi guys, welcome back to Charlotte's Foliage. So what we're going to be doing today is just discussing a good plant problem to have. Basically, if you see something suspicious on your plant and you're unsure of what to do about it, we're going to talk about whether you do anything at all or if it's just something normal on a plant. And so let's just get started. I want to always say thank you for my returning subscribers and welcome to my new visitors, and I hope that you enjoy the content and will subscribe and tell a family member or a friend about my channel. So let's just get right into it. So what we want to talk about, and we're going to put some pictures on here so that you will kind of have an idea or an image of what I'm talking about. There's something called gustation on a plant, and it looks like a little water drops on the plant, and they're just on the leaves. I think sometime it may be on the stems, and it's nothing to be alarmed about. It is something that the plant has, and it's during a certain period of time, and then you may look at the plant later on and notice that it's gone. So don't be alarmed at gustation. It's just a process in plant growth. Another thing you may see on a leaf is what we call slits or holes in the leaves. And what that is, that's called fenestrations. And in some plants, and specifically the monsteras, have fenestrations in the leaves. And also a bird of paradise plant can have fenestrations in the leaves, and also those leaves are built to handle strong winds. And you'll start noticing, if you put your plants outside in the summer, little slits in the leaves. But don't be alarmed, because it just means that it was windy outside and that plant is responding to those winds up against the leaves. Another thing that is on a plant that you may notice and feel a little bit alarmed about or concerned is the lower leaves turning yellow and falling off. As long as you don't have a whole bunch of leaves falling off of your plant, that too is normal, because the lower leaves are the oldest leaves, and when the plant ages, it's a part of the aging process for those leaves to fall off, okay? So don't be alarmed about that. Another picture we're going to pop in here is sun-stressed leaves. And you see that on Hoyas, and some people intend on having them turn sun-stressed. It's basically when you expose your plant to direct sun and the leaves begin to turn from green to a reddish or burgundious color. And sometimes it is just beautiful. And so you'll notice redness or your leaves turning red. That's okay. That's called sun stressing your leaves. I'm looking at my sheet here. So if you see me turning around, I have a sheet here that I'm making sure that I can touch base with everything. Another thing you'll notice on your plant is all of a sudden it's no longer growing. It may even start turning a little brown and crispy. What that is called dormant. Your plant is going dormant. You see that a lot in the winter. Alocasias will do that. You'll see some cactus plants doing that, and some succulents. What they'll do is they'll stop growing. They may even look like they're dead, but they're not. Another plant that will do that is orchids. You'll see where the orchids will stop flowering, and then but the leaves will still look green. Some of the leaves turn brown, but they will come back, so don't be alarmed. They usually spring back up in the spring and summer, so don't let that bother you. Another thing you'll notice is that you're giving your plant water on the top of the soil, and then the water just rolls down the soil instead of down into the soil. What that means is that your soil is too compact. It's not airy enough. What you can do is You can poke holes inside the soil so that when you water the plant, the water can get through the roots, through the plant down to the roots. Or you can change out your soil and put more of orchid bark, perlite, and some type of substrate where the mix is airy and the plant can take up enough water and release it. So those are just some things that you need to be aware of and not be alarmed by. I think I touched base on most of the stuff that I have here. One other thing is plant movement. There is some plants that actually move. We have a plant called a sensitive plant. I'm going to see if I can pop a picture of a sensitive plant in there. It only moves when you touch it. And then you have prayer plants, and that's where they get their name from, is they actually, depending on the lighting situation, they will open up and close up. The leaves will actually physically move. It's pretty fantastic to see it. And so that's another thing, a good plant problem to have. Some people actually record it just to see it. And so that is another good thing that you can notice on your plants. I was trying to think of some other things, and if I do, maybe I need a part 2. So we're not going to hold you long. We're just going to tell you about this recording is about a good plant problem to have. So guys, remember these things and don't let it bother you, and don't forget to keep planting. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I need to go in there right now, take some time to do it, and I promise you, you won't regret a lot of the content that we're going to be talking about together. So bye now, and Happy New Year to you and your family. Problem to have, and so just keep planting and don't let it bother you. And until the next time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to keep planting. Bye now.